meditation session tonight.
Yeah. Something quick.
Gotta heal. Music. Music is great for healing. Yo, Grim, do you still have the stems to that?
I think so. You know,
Whoa,
I
what?
might
How did
have
that
to.
happen? Hang on, got a double happening. You think you do?
Yeah, I think I do. I have to check. I don't know if it's on the old demo or either or. I can get it because I was thinking about that beat like a few months ago, like actually sitting down doing like an old school run through to make it a little heavier. I have a little technique I use.
Yeah.
It's a little strenuous, but um, it's like making a beat back in the days, just taking something, running through this and then running it through that. Um, so
Go
like
see if
the
you have those
MPC,
stems.
what the stems for it,
Yeah, see if you could find them this week because I want to write a verse to that.
the actual beat or the stems you gave me.
The actual beat. Do you have the actual?
I have the beat. I definitely have the instrumental.
If you are new to Three Beats Later, this is Three Beats Later, your favorite weekly beat making podcast. We get together every Monday night at 9:30 p.m. or 9:45 p.m., depending upon how long we talk shit beforehand and go live. We get together, we challenge ourselves to create new music, and we share that new music. Tonight, we are going to be talking about AI verses and writing some verses to some of our tracks. Q is in the chat. What's up, Q? Q sent us a track, I think, to play tonight, but I got to hit him up on the side. And me and Grim are talking about a beat we collaborated on a while ago that we are sitting on that needs some verses to
I have
it.
two versions of that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. And you know what's funny? I kind of like the other version better. But
The one that I didn't play just now?
yeah, I like that one too. But wait, do I have this? Let me see.
You got to dig that one up, man. I want to I love playing that track. It kind of reminds me of it has like a roots vibe to it.
Yeah.
I don't know why it just reminds me of the roots.
That was
The Chiquettes were on that joint. That was like the singing guitar sample pack we made a long time ago.
Yeah, man.
So I think what we're going to start doing is kind of digging through our own crates in some of these shows coming up and finding ways to repurpose them. I want to start writing a lot more to some of the beats that we have. This is episode 131, so we have a lot of beats that we're sitting on, and I want to start repurposing them to create full songs and to look at some of these sync opportunities that we could try to apply them to. And I'm going to read some briefs tonight, just to kind of look at how we might be able to repurpose some of this hip hop stuff. So, because I got a lot of briefs in front of me right now that we could think about how to apply them to sync opportunities.
Did you enable?
What up, y'all?
Oh yeah.
Pesos and out. What up? What's up, world?
P.
Stylus P. SP the ghost. SP the ghost. What up, y'all?
What up?
How you doing, man?
Good. Just came back from Cincinnati. Shout out Cincinnati. I also saw Guardians 3, which was probably the best Marvel movie in probably 2 years, to be honest with you.
Wow.
And what else did I want to say? Nothing really. Just glad to be here. Happy to be here, yeah.
Nice. That's what's up.
I gotta get off the camera for 5 minutes. I'll be back on the camera in a second, but I'm still here.
All good. Grim is pulling up different versions of the track that we opened the show with, so feel free to play something, man.
I think this is it right here. I think. Yeah. It's short though. This is short. Like a snippet.
Oh yeah. Grim. Woo! Yo, you know what we got to do, right? We got to get the beat one going into beat two, like a switched up beat track. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You definitely do that. And line it up. But yeah, that is the second version. What is this? Oh.
Yo. Speaking of which, I don't mean to interject.
Go
Go ahead, P.
Oh, my bad. Did we talk about Hit Boy's album?
We did not.
Okay,
Not yet.
Please put that on the docket because we have. It's a very producer topic that I want to talk to y'all about. So let me know when y'all want to talk about.
I haven't even listened to it too, so I'm behind.
Did you? Okay, since we're on the subject, since I brought the subject, Hit Boy. All right, Hit Boy has been going on a run. I can turn my camera on real quick. Hit Boy has been going on a run lately. He's been producing like crazy. And what I love about Hit Boy as a modern producer is he is the most versatile producer in hip hop right now, maybe even in music, because he does like mainstream trap radio records, and then he does like chop sample underground soul. He's done 4 albums with Nas in the last 2.5 years. He's got an album with Benny. He's got another album with Benny coming, and they're like amazingly produced, like some of Nas's best work ever. And I think that's Benny the Butcher's best album is the Hit Boy album. But then he has like huge radio records like Niggas in Paris and all this other stuff, right? So he just dropped an album. And he has a song where it's him and Alchemist, and he raps over Alchemist's beat, and Alchemist raps over his beat. His verse,
he's talking shit about producers.
He's talking shit about all the other producers. And what I love about this verse so much is that he addresses the problems that I have had with hip hop production probably for the last 10 years, probably since the Timbaland and Neptune's era. And the problem I have, it's just so mediocre. Like the biggest producers in hip hop are like unbelievably mediocre, and they make like beats don't stand out anymore. You know what I mean? Like songs stand out. Like Drake might drop a record that's dope or whatever like that, but beats don't stand out. Like when you used to hear a Neptune beat or you used to hear a Timbaland beat, it used to have a signature sound that used to be like, wow, that's incredible. And then a newer Neptune beat didn't sound like an older Neptune beat, even though you recognize that the Neptunes produced it. They were versatile. And Hit Boy, he just goes through all the different producers. He disses Hitmaker, he disses DJ Mustard, he disses who else does he diss on it? I saw that. Who else does he diss on it? We should play the verse. Actually,
I listened to. I ain't hear the whole song though, but
actually, see if we can pull up the lyrics.
Yeah,
pull up the lyrics. Actually, I'm about to pull it up right now.
I saw it on when that track was released or whatever. That was kind of like what I saw on a lot of the producer Instagrams, like. They kind of like looked at the lyrics or whatever. And was it Metro Boomin? It was like
Metro Boomin. He went at Metro Boomin too. And some of the lines that he says are very specific. Like he says, let me see, let me pull it up. Genius.
Is it Slipping Into Darkness?
Slipping Into Darkness.
Is that it? Is that the track?
Yeah, that's the name of the song.
Yeah, okay. I got the lyrics right here.
Okay. So what he says, I think it's in like the second verse. Okay. Okay. I'm usually homeboys or producers I get compared to, but on this one, I want to see him stretched out extra leg room. I don't really know, dude. He seemed like a cool cat, but I never once heard Metro Boomin do boom bap. I never heard a Southside beat without an 808 in it. Yo, so let's just address that. The fact that y'all use the same drum kits.
Right.
All of y'all are using the same drum kits.
Everybody.
Like, yo, like really? I never heard a Southside beat without an 808 in it. HB, HB is I don't know HB is a drunk. Oh, HB, he's talking about himself, Hit Boy. In drunk driver mode, I swerve in every lane with it because he's like, yo, I can do mainstream, but I respect the foundation of hip hop. And I make boom bap too. And I've always there's this weird thing with newer hip hop artists not respecting boom bap as if it's not is I guess because they don't make as much money off of it. And if you sample a record, you're not going to get all that money. And once again, y'all let these record label people and the money completely wash out their creativity.
Right.
So you're not going to sample anymore just because you're not going to make. But Kanye and a lot of other producers showed you that you can still sample and be in the mainstream. But whatever. I fuck with Mustard. He can make that ratchet shit with his eyes closed. But now I'm starting to wonder, can that nigga chop soul? I just seen Young Berg spoke on the wave. I should do him like trick and snatch hit out his name. I had decoded the game. I had the coldest of days. I'm like Debo on his cruiser. How you got no credits with co-producers? That's another problem.
Mm-hmm.
Is that if you look at the track list of Beast nowadays, it's like 5-6 producers.
Yeah.
And you listen to the record and it's like a synth with like a trap drum. And I'm like, how is there 5 credits on this beat?
Because
like what?
You know why?
Why?
It's because I think part of that. I mean, I'm not for or against really because I just think this is the way production has evolved, but because producers who will they don't want to sample a master recording of something that we all recognize, so they'll go to sample makers, and sample makers could be our crew, and we put out a whole album of stuff that sounds like old soul, right? Like DJ Mar for More, all of his shit sounds like fucking 1970s soul with like the sitar and the glockenspiel and shit like that.
Yeah. And
the producer could take that and he could sample from that because he doesn't have to pay Marvin Gaye, right? Or his estate. And instead he just has to pay the sample maker for that sample. But it's all original. And sometimes that sample maker works with the whole crew. Somebody plays the guitar, somebody plays the bass, somebody plays the drums, and everybody wants a co-writing credit on a track.
Loop packs.
This is just one. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like the whole loop pack lane, the sample making lane. And because of just the way that in some of the stuff that I don't really like as much is like a lot of these big mega producers become the tip of the pyramid.
Right.
And then they just work with a team, and that's all the team does is they funnel up hi-hat. Here's hi-hat MIDI. Here's, my whatever, my 808 stems that I just started. So they work with these like in-house production teams, and that's the way that their business runs. It's like a big, hey, it's just a
factory, like, paint by number. Yeah. Like, and the truth is, like,
it's the way that things are moving. You know what I mean? It is.
They're making more money. They're making more money than ever, and it's like art versus creativity, or like I guess money versus creativity or whatnot.
Well, you got to think about the more money comes from social media. So, like, if you'd have put social media back in nowadays, we'd have made that bread too. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the growth of technologies will put them in a higher pay bracket.
But what's interesting to me is that you have people like Hit Boy who are like, no, you don't have to do that. You can actually make like he's like, yo, when I do an album with Nas, it's just me and Nas in the studio. That's it. There's nobody else.
going over
Right.
beats.
And that's what's beautiful. I mean, just like creating like a whole album, you know what I mean, with one artist and one producer trying to develop a sound. But I just
Mhm.
think about the nature of like music is like everybody is trying to, you know, like I would be in a fucking the bottom rung of the pyramid just playing guitar for people. Like I don't like if
Mhm.
that were to like get me in the door to work with more artists and stuff like that, I would be cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's harder for people to get together with Nas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard.
You know what
But
I mean?
also,
Right.
I
Like,
think, also too, a lot of the big producers, people don't talk about this, but I think the guys, they get fatigued, with ideas and stuff. So you have a team, and then a lot of times these guys they might do a couple of things to a loop pack, like add drums or just tell somebody else, hey, put this latest the way this, lay this down here, put it that there, mix it down, do this, take out, and then that's their credit. Then you got all these other guys. Hey, I played the tamarines.
so to
Oh, I
his
did the
point,
shakers. You know what I'm saying? And you got 1,000 names on there, and it's like
exactly.
everybody's not getting paid though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Or they're getting a smaller cut of the pie, right? The mega
Yeah,
producer is going to take the biggest cut because they have the
yeah.
name, but
The guy
an
at the top.
opportunity. But to Hit Boy's point, he's like, how come none of your shit has, it's just you, which is a
Right.
valid point, I guess. You know what I mean?
I just applaud Hit Boy not only for being probably, in my opinion, the dopest producer out now for 2020, like 20s right now, just because of his versatility and just commitment to true school hip hop,
Yeah, he's a
but
beast.
also identifying what has bothered me about hip hop production for a long time and just how mediocre and played out all these producers are, and these guys are making so much money. And I'm not mad at you for getting your bag. Like, get your bag, but come on, yo. Can we
Right.
can we have creative beats again? Like I remember back in the I used to love just listening to hip hop beats. I would get instrumentals from everybody and just bang them. I can't listen to the
Yeah.
instrumentals nowadays of these joints. Like, it's just they all sound the same. But that's just me. Rant over.
Rant and rant. I was gonna get a Grammy muted, man.
It's like
I
I'm
was
yelling at the kids in the background. Sit Joe. But I mean, back in the days, you had it like, who the biters was. They made sure they stood out. They
mm,
did songs like, the popular songs. But for the most part, back in the day, everybody was trying to be different. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of different groups. Everybody wasn't hot, but it was a lot of different styles of music.
mm,
And it's funny because I was just listening to Old Dirty Bastard album. Like, can you imagine an album like that going platinum or something or gold this day? Like, it's not gonna happen because everybody used to the repetitive music. You know what I'm saying? So to get into something different will be like almost like kryptonite in this era because people are so repetitive. They want to hear the same thing over and over. That's why the
that's
love
kind
of
of
music. That's why guys making cookie cutter music. They like, all right, let's just make the same type of,
right. And
you
that
know,
whole type beat thing kind of fuels it. And I think it's just because of like a lot of, for producers today, it's like easier to get into it, just because everything is kind of technology's made it so people can kind of get involved, which is
right.
great in my opinion. And more people should be get involved, like should get
And it's
involved. Like,
cheaper. It's cheaper now too. Like,
yeah,
I could get a nice little studio set up and start making beats with like $200, $300. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, like, you want an MP, you about to spend like $1,500. That's no plugs. That's just a power plug. You gotta get you some headphones. You gotta get a board. You gotta get speakers. Like, man, you're gonna spend like $5,000-$6,000 for something small.
seriously.
I also feel like rappers nowadays are like a lot more melodic than they used to be. So like the beats are like kind of more stripped down
Yeah,
because they leave more space for the artist to,
Right.
essentially sing, basically, which is
The
cool. Like that's dope. But like,
the,
I was
the
watching
Drake
Ted.
effect.
I finally just started watching Ted Lasso. Um, I know I'm late to the game. That show is awesome. And he has this joke about 808 and heartbreaks. He's like, you're just like 808 and heartbreaks. You don't get the credit you deserve. And it was like, yo, and I was laughing my ass off because I'm like, he's right. Because when at least when Kanye was doing that album was really such a creative album. And
Yeah,
he
I
was
like that
essentially
one.
doing what all these young cats is doing now. He really did
Right.
give birth to that whole fucking era.
Pretty
And but
much.
when
Yeah.
he did it, it was different. It was unique. It was original. It was different. The beats had like dynamic and everything. But now it's like, I don't know. I just feel like there's a redundancy in mainstream hip hop, not
Super.
the underground stuff, but the mainstream stuff. The production just feels very redundant to me.
Yeah, and that's good. So the thing is, like, you could find all the shit you want to listen to, P. It just takes more digging. And I think that what you're describing is kind of like our generation's, like, us. I sound the same exact way on my rants. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just kind of like our generation looking at the new shit and be like, these fucking kids these days.
Yeah,
You know
him.
what I
They got
mean?
some dope ones out here, but it's just the dope ones stand out, but like it's so much repetitive, and it's like these are all your children. You get one artist, and then like for every hot artist, there's like literally 100 of them behind them that sound just like them. That's coming out. That's actually doing numbers because he sound like this one. You being rewarded to sound alike, like so.
And that's why, I was listening to Illmind talk about similar topics, and he was just saying, like, whenever you feel this way about music, it's prime time for, if you do have just a different sound, you're gonna stand
Mm-hmm.
out amongst like the competition,
Yeah,
more so than ever.
big time.
Which means we gotta start keep being unique, y'all. That's all we're trying to say. Okay, we're gonna switch it up. I think we only got like one or two beats to listen to tonight. I'm just gonna go first because I messed with the AI stuff that we talked about last week. So I wrote a verse and I used the AI filter. So I need you guys to critique the verse, okay?
I tried. It's not working for me.
um Hang on, let me get situated over here, getting my audio set up. Shout out to Jason Stark in the chat.
It's the stock.
Jason Stark, we miss you. Q is in the chat. We miss you.
Hey,
Q,
you.
Q said Ted Lasso is the shit. Yes, it is. I just started the third season, so I am almost current.
Anybody watch The Mandalorian yet?
I'm back, man. I'm like in the last season, so
I
I'm a
have
little
not
behind.
seen the last season, but I heard it gets really good towards the end.
Oh
Um,
man,
did you watch Andor?
I
some
did
of it.
not.
Andor was kind of boring to me.
No, you got to stick with it. It gets
I
good,
heard it's
bro.
I heard it's really good, but I
I
just
And
watched. I
behind.
watched. I was in and out pretty much every.
Andor is like, it's like Star Wars for like grown-ups. It's
It's
like
like it's like the Star Trek version of Star Wars.
it's the Star Trek version. I will not be here for the Star Trek hate.
I love
I will
Star
not
Trek, but
tolerate Star Trek.
Star Trek is like a soap opera.
I see what
It's
you're
more
saying.
of like space soap opera versus
Mhm.
Star Wars. It's like the new Star Wars is like what can I compare Star Wars to?
It's like a little too slow moving.
Nah, it's not. It's not. I like Star Wars.
The Days of Our Lives.
Star Trek, yeah, like especially when you get into like Next Generation and you know what I'm saying. What's the other one after that?
Voyager.
Voyager, yeah, Voyager. Because I watched all those. You know what I'm saying. I'm not a hater, but it's
Oh no,
more
Deep Space Nine was
Deep
after
Space
Next
Nine. Yeah,
Generation, and then we went to Voyager.
yeah. I mean, they're all good, but it's Star Trek is more of a soap opera. Like you might get one fight at the end for like 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Little action, and then that's it. But it's love stories and all type of stuff in there. I don't think there's any love stories in Star Wars. There's no time for love. Well, except for Solo. I think
That's true.
Solo is the only love story.
All right, I'm ready. All right, here we go. We got a track. I need you guys to critique my verse. It
Okay.
is I used Uber Duck and I uploaded to try to get a 21 Savage effect. So mute your engines. I'm about to play it. Here we go. And I don't hear anything. The heck is
I
going
hear it in
on?
spirit. I feel your energy.
What? Let me try it. Hang on, I gotta stop this. Stop.
I should have sent my acapella to you. Because I don't know. Maybe it's not rock with me. That's not unit, Captain. What is this? Okay.
Let's one more time. Nothing, right?
Nothing.
All right. Let me try this actually.
Did you do an update?
I did not. Let's try this. Come on. Come on. You could do it. It's so weird, man. All right, I'm gonna stop.
Oh, no. Might have to restart it.
While we're waiting,
Well,
Grim, you said
oh, wait, and I'll play. You got real low there, Cheeky, but I'll play some evil music I used to do back in the day.
Yeah, ain't it raw? Spit straight sickness, bring the virus to your door like I'm alone in a box of AIDS brochures. Kidnap your ears, bring this virus through your walls, cause we was made to blow like powder in a jar. Leave your face so cool, call it January fog. Fucking with this dope head, leave it with a nod. Plus, fucking with the squad, leave you lunching with the frogs when I release their heat like a steamboat. Hard from the balls to the morgue, I was groomed, the balls is in my jeans. Like my cock and balls in between, Mr. Clean. I'm here to make it shine and gleam and do things that divide your dreams and the nightmares. Hiding your fear that makes your ends quite near. When I light up your night like the moon's right there. But on the contrary, I could darken your days, sparkle your grays, fade you out like I'm cutting your waves, bitch.
I was a mean guy. I was a mean guy. I'm sorry. It's like Mike Tyson. I'm reformed.
Yeah, that was hard. That was hard body.
When'd you stop rapping?
Like, jeez, it's been a long time. I think that verse is like 2004, 5.
Email it to me.
You sound muffled, Cheeky. Like real low.
Check. Any better?
A little.
Is it still crappy? How about now? Check. Check 1.
A little louder.
Can you be louder?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Check 1. Check 1. Yo, Grim, send that to me.
Yes, sir.
Load it up into the Uber Duck. What artist do you want to sound like? Here we go.
It doesn't matter.
All right, while Grim is sending that to me, we're going to load that up and turn him into an AI voice.
Yeah.
I just restarted Logic. Guys, can you hear this? Tell me.
No, I'm not hearing.
Logic being stubborn.
Yeah, I think it's something with Zoom because it's not. It is not loading the Zoom audio device. Okay, that's all good. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna bounce it.
Bounce it.
Bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing.
All right, I just sent that to you.
Okay, cool. So let's do the whole project. You could go watch me bounce. Watch me bounce. And P, do you have a beat?
I don't have a beat, but I did record a new verse for a song. I could play that.
You did record a new verse.
Yeah, for a song.
What is the song?
Shout out my big homie Liquid. She's dropping a new album. So she asked me to hop on a record. So I hopped on a record and dropped a verse.
That's sick. Who did the production?
I'm not sure, but I know Evil D is on. I don't know if Evil D did the beat, but I know Evil D. I think Evil D did the. He's doing the cuts on the song, if I'm not mistaken. So I can send you that real quick if you wanted me to.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's listen to some of that stuff too.
It's just a 16, so it's just really quick.
Okay, and then let me know if you guys could hear this. Wait 1 second. Yo, this is crazy. I'm doing something like so stupid. It's like something so easy that I just don't see right now because nothing is playing. Oh man, do I have to update my computer or something like that? Output is Scarlet. Ready? Can you hear that? Ready?
Man, you just got real low, cheeky.
Let me know if you can hear this. Ready, Grim? No?
Nothing.
Wait, doing some
I can barely hear you now.
output.
There
It's
you go.
definitely Zoom. Okay. Let's try it
Did
one
you
more
do an
time.
update on Zoom?
It always asks me to, and I never do it. And that's the issue. Yeah, the audio
Yeah.
drivers are messed up. Okay. Well, that sucks.
Can you play the MP3 version after you bounced it?
I'm gonna email you the MP3 version, all right?
Okay.
And then you could do that. 1 second. Activate AI voice filter. Let me add this. Here you go on your way. It's only a minute long, so it should be in your inbox in like 3 seconds. I just hit send. Look at us troubleshooting.
Live freestyle troubleshooting. Hands up in my email. I see all of the coupons I'm missing. Where's your coupons?
Would Liquid want us to play a snippet of this?
And you drop real low again, cheek.
Check. I'm back. I'm back. All right. So we got technical issues we're trying to work through. So Grim, I just sent you the email with the beat for tonight.
Yo, Cheeky, you're mad muffled for some reason.
Ah, Grim's gonna play it.
Girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body. Girl, you captivate my body, put me under a spell. Girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body. Girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body. Girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body. Girl, you captivate my body, put me under a spell.
Girl, you captivate my body, hoping something deep inside me. If you ever wanna party, I'll be floating fat, I'm hardy. I'll be your magic brownie and you be my Hermione. So when it's time to find me, I'm just out here in the lobby. Girl, you activate my chakra like another palasana. And the way you cook lasagna, I'll clean all the plates behind it. Girl, there ain't no other finer. You stay on your I'm a dollar and a color, you're my dollar. If you let me holla, holla.
Captivate my body, captivate my body. Girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body. Girl, you captivate my body, captivate my body. Girl, you captivate my body, put me under a spell. Girl, you
That's dope.
Wow. Wait, what voice was that?
That was 21 Savage. Can you hear me? Is my audio still messed up?
Yeah, your voice
Yeah.
is it's a little low, but what voice did you use?
I used how about now? Is it better?
Yeah, a
bit.
little better. Yeah.
Oh man, my stuff is messed up. It was 21 Savage.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
Did you slow the pitch down?
It does that. I didn't slow it down, but it like does some pitch bending. It's
Oh,
mono
okay.
duck, and it's not great, man. It's like I did like I don't know how many different voices I did. I tried to do I don't even know like Biggie. It sounded terrible. I did Kanye. It sounded terrible. I tried to do Doja Cat just to see how that would sound. It sounded terrible. And the only one that sounded like okay, even though that still sounds kind of bad, is the 21 Savage one.
Yo, the bars are good, yo. The way you cook lasagna, feed all the plates
Lasagna, bro.
behind. Yo, yeah, no,
If you eat lasagna, I'll clean all the plates behind you.
yeah, definitely. Nah, that was dope. It's dope. I like it.
So I think I need to find a better AI voice filter, basically. Something that sounds not so cracky and like not like the artist or whatever, because it sounds like you can't even tell that that's 21. Not that I'm like even like is the audio okay on my end, by the way?
No.
Oh man. Terrible. But yeah. So that was the submission. I'm gonna try to do this every week. Do new verse and slap some AI voice on it. Okay. So if my audio sounds terrible,
Yeah, it sounds bad, bro. It's like you're being pulled away spiritually.
I'll have you and P take it away.
I'm leaving. Get him back here.
I'm in a different input now. How about now?
Same.
Terrible.
A little better.
A little better.
Yeah, louder.
Louder.
Yeah, it's better. It sounds like you have like a short or something.
Yeah, I think something's wrong. I blame Zoom.
Zoom. Yeah, you gotta do your update, bro.
So yeah, P.
I sent you the verse, emailed it to you.
Did you send it to Grim too? Send it to Grim.
Send it to Graham? Okay.
Or actually, I could do that right now for you. I could do that.
Oh, okay.
And since you guys can't hear me, I'm just going to fade into the darkness. All right, Grim, I just sent you P's new track.
Okay.
And while we're waiting, if you could hear me, next week's track, next week's challenge, we are going to continue to repurpose our stuff, building verses off of old tracks and playing around with this UberDuck and playing around with some AI filters. So now I got Grimm's verse. I'm gonna try to slap that to something.
Ah, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
I try to get like the whole verse and chopped off some of the verse on La La La. Well, it is what it is, I guess.
And check your inbox right now too.
I guess.
Here we go. Here comes P's new track with.
Did I not send y'all the oops? I sent y'all the instrumental. I didn't send you the verse. Hold on.
That beat is hard. I'll really rock it till you send it.
You the verse. Actually.
All right, let me check.
Yeah, my bad.
Beat's nice.
The beat is dope.
Yeah, it's flames. Shout out Liquid.
Yes, that beat is fire right there.
Yeah, I wish I knew the producer who did it. I actually don't know the producer who did it. So
No, which one you sent me? Like 3.
oh yeah, the MP3. So should say reference, PSO reference, I believe.
PSO reference, okay.
This is unreleased, right? This is coming out when? When is the drop for this? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? P, when is it dropping? That's great.
Earth tone.
Earth tone. Earth to earth tone.
What's up?
When is the track dropping?
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's no clue.
He has a whole album coming out.
Yeah, she got a whole album coming out.
We gotta bring her back on, by the way.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I see her DJing everywhere now. She's back to
Yeah. No, she mostly does. She's DJing all. She was just in Africa, doing a bunch of stuff. So yeah, she's always out here, yo.
No.
Is my audio still messed up?
A little bit. It's just faint. You just faint.
Man, I don't know what is going on over here. Zoom, man. Every like 30th episode we do, Zoom just has to completely screw everything. Here we go. Here comes the P track.
Yeah, feathered wings, let them carry me over every tree, every sea to the mezzanine. It's a better dream, ice gin, lemon berry squeeze. Apparently America wasn't scaring me. Clear to see I'm paid in full like I'm Eric B. Carried in a carriage with a queen who just married me. Cherish these flare trees till they bury me. Some of y'all need God, some need therapy. I bleed for this life till the floor's red. Evil D got the cold cuts like Boris head. The track like a hammer to your forehead. Earth tone stepped in the booth so it's cold red. Your flow dead while I'm posted on the boat fed. Eating poached eggs, we don't smoke reg. And we don't know feds. Coast to coast on the moped. Please liquid, tell them what's the motive.
Light work.
Nice.
Light work.
Nice.
Fire.
How long did it take you to put that together?
10 minutes, maybe.
Oh.
Right.
I mean, I'm not trying. I'm really not trying. I write and record pretty fast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Keep that in mind, all producers, when you send P a track, it takes him 10 minutes.
Yo, man, you know what it is? I'm gearing up. Actually, I told you I'm working with like manager now. So I like have an album. I just got a mix from my new album. So there's like two little changes we got to make, and I'm about to release some new music after like maybe 4 years now.
That's
So
what's up.
I'm getting back out there. I'm getting back out there.
Well,
Thank y'all for keeping me motivated. I still want to do a P verse E album. That's what I want to do.
It could be done.
Me and Eve we got to do the P verse E album for real. Produced by 3 Beats Later.
It could be done.
hey, we got beats.
We got a ton of beats.
So
I'll jump
let's
on the
talk
hook.
about,
I'll do a hook if you want, looking for some
there we
angry,
go.
you know.
Hey, Grim back in. See, Grim was not, you were not talking like that 6 months ago. You were like, no, never.
AI is making me step up. Like,
So let's wrap it up. Let's talk about next week. I want to keep writing verses, and I think we should just start digging through.
Yo, can we go multi-screen on the stream again? Is that something that we stopped doing, or?
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. Zoom is messed up, man.
Cheeky has to do his update. Let's see after he gets his update in. You know.
Blame me, blame Cheeky. We're gonna talk about next week, so it's kind of like a bring your own beat situation. I'm gonna send you guys a bunch of briefs, a bunch of sync placement briefs for you guys to look through. If you find something if you're in your crates that you think you have a beat that might match the opportunity, then let's bring that to the table and we could kind of share the beat that we made against the specific opportunity. And I think that's how we should do it. A lot of these briefs are asking for full songs. So if you want to write a verse, write a verse. And if you want to play with the Uber Duck and find different voice filters, do that. It's kind of just open, to whoever wants to do whatever. Any last words?
Don't play Marvel Snap because it is the most addictive game ever. Go see Guardians 3 because it's the best Marvel movie in a long time. And go Lakers.
Yes. Because the Knicks is disappointing me right now. So.
Yo, I'm sorry about the Knicks, man. I'm not even a Knicks hater, and I'm just like, golly. But
good the first round.
Yeah.
All right, Grim.
Subscribe, like, share.
That's right. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends, your beatmaker friends, all that good stuff. All right, y'all. Have a good week.
Peace.